Hello student. In today's lecture we are going to study about the physiological adaptation. Okay. So what is in this chapter, in this topic, there will be physiological adaptation in different ecosystems, like in different habitat, in the aquatic, volant, then cursorial, fossorial, okay, parasitic. So what will be the only the physiological adaptation? Before understanding the physiological adaptation, any idea about what is the adaptation is? So adaptation is the changes or the organism, um, an adaptation is the act or the process that is carried out by the organism in order to survive in the changing environment. Okay, this act or the process involves structural adaptation, physiological adaptation, behavioral adaptation, and this adaptation may be either it is acquired or it is learned or it is inherited by the uh, organism. Okay, and there are different physiological adaptation, and it differs from the organism in organism to organism, has they inhabit a different habitat. Okay, so in physiological adaptation, uh, so uh, in so in this lecture we will in detail we will study about the physiological adaptation. Okay, physiological adaptation is the internal body process that will going to regulate and maintain the homeostasis of the organism, and this homeostasis of that particular organism will allow that particular organism to survive in the changing environment, okay, or the environment in which they exist. Okay, so this topic, the video on physiological adaptation will be split into many, uh, as we will like in today's video we will only restrict the physiological adaptation in aquatic medium, okay, or the organism or having the aquatic, that is either deep sea water or fresh water. Okay, so um, the physio in now we will see the what will be the physiological differences found in an aquatic organism. So before going for that, any idea what are the environmental challenges that the aquatic organisms see? There are the environment of the aquatic organism is characterized by the different factors like oceanic zone, light penetration, okay, and this will lead to the euphotic zone, that is the remaining zones are aphotic zone where the light penetrates are referred to the euphotic zone. Okay, and the uh, and the remaining zones are said to be a aphotic zone or the devoid of light, that is bathyl, abyssal, and hadal zone. Okay, this is the deep sea. Okay, and in order availability of light also leads to the other factors there will be the different type of organisms will be found, like in the deep sea, where the light penetrates, that is at euphotic zone, the organism, the diversity of the organism is different as we see in a deep sea. Okay, the bottom dwellers. Okay, another factor that responsible, and this the diversity, the variation in the diversity of the or distribution of the organism in a euphotic zone and aphotic zone will lead to the availability of the food. Okay, so this is one of the another factor in which the organism need to overcome. Then another type that is uh, in a what happen, there is pressure, the water pressure, a high pressure, then low temperature, absence of light. These are all the character factors that will influence, okay, the distribution, the processes or the behavior of as uh, it differs in a organism, various organism. Okay, so in order to survive in an aquatic system habitat, the organism should possess a gills. Okay, so what is the function of gills? Gills are the organ that will allow them to breathe. Okay, and it will allow the breathe in order to consume the dissolved oxygen in a water. So water enters the mouth, passes over the gills, and exit the body through a special opening. Okay, and gills absorb oxygen from the water, and is it pass over them. So in this order, in this way, the dissolved oxygen of the oxygen in the water is consumed by the or exchanged by the organism. Okay, then another adaptation is the uh, next adaptation is the muscles. Okay, so fish have a system of muscles for movement, and these muscles will contract rapidly through the body, throughout the body, and this will produce a waves from the head to tail, and this contraction will lead to the tail fin against the water to propel the fish through the water. Okay, another important thing is that this in high water, like in deep sea, what happen, there is reduction of the bony skeleton. Okay, and this reduction of bony skeleton, uh, and there is presence of jaws except for their jaws, and contains the watery muscle. This is because due to heavy pressure, extreme pressure, the bodies of the deep sea fishes and other organisms